And welcome graduates and guests to the 50th commencement exercises of the School of Visual Arts in New York City. I'm Christopher Cyphers, SVA's Provost and your Director of Ceremonies. We gather here today in this magnificent hall to celebrate the achievements of our graduates and the many of you here who have supported them along their journey that bring us to this moment. This is a happy occasion, a joyous moment marking the completion of your studies and the beginning of the next chapter in your lives. Those of you who are about to graduate have not only honed your technical skills of your craft, you have evolved and matured as storytellers and problem solvers. And at a time when there are so many important stories to be told and so many problems to be solved, the world needs you all now more than ever. Your work, whatever the medium, can speak in ways words alone cannot. Truth to power, defend our liberties, tell the stories of those who can't speak for themselves, and find design solutions to some of society's most vexing problems. No pressure. Of course, like your parents, we want you to get jobs and live fulfilled, independent lives so that your parents may one day soon continue to do the same. As a final thought, one born of the times in which we live, creators for time immemorial have been the voice of their generations, documenting and reflecting back for their contemporaries and for posterity the good, the bad, and the ugly of humankind's efforts to organize just societies, as well as those who've sought to destroy them. Today it's your turn to take up the mantle of the artist and designer as seer, storyteller, provocateur, problem solver, and superhero. And yes, the artist and designer is gainfully employed. So with that, let us now proceed with the formal recognition of the completion of your studies at School of Visual Arts. These commencement exercises will now begin with the academic recessional. Please remain. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce SVA's President, David Rhodes.
Good afternoon. Members of the board, honored guests, faculty, administration, parents, families, and most of all, soon-to-be graduates, I'd like to welcome you to the School of Visual Arts' 50th formal commencement exercises held in honor of the class of 2025. You came to SVA from 36 states, Puerto Rico, and 28 countries. Thank you for being here today. It is good to see you. And for those following the live stream, thank you for joining us. During the last few weeks at SVA, there have been open studios, end-of-year shows, thesis presentations, and thesis defenses of the work of the class of 2025. By all accounts, the work looks wonderful, and more importantly, those examining the work agree. You have acquitted yourselves with distinction. It would appear that your future as artists, teachers, and writers is assured. Congratulations. Give yourself a hand. We trust your course of study has prepared you for your working life. As you navigate your professions, we hope that you will begin to think about how to make your working life better and more meaningful. As you think about ways to improve your working life, you will quickly notice that working involves collaboration. Collaboration requires cooperation, and cooperation entails mutual obligations. Mutual obligations require that we have a clear sense of what we owe to others. Many people believe that our obligations are ordered, as if in concentric circles, from those closest to us to those who are most distant. Recently, this idea was articulated by Vice President Vance, who said, quote, "You love your family, and then you love your neighbors, and then you love your community, and then you love your fellow citizens in your country, and after that you can focus and prioritize the rest of the world. Vice President Vance referred to this structure as ordo amoris, that our moral obligations are ordered hierarchically so that we should prioritize our family and friends over others. This is an argument that equates virtue with proximity. Having invoked the idea of ordo amoris, Vice President Vance's view was immediately criticized by Pope Francis, who said Christian love is not a concentric expansion of interests that little by little extend to other persons and groups. The true ordo amoris that must be promoted is that which we discover by meditating constantly on the parable of the Good Samaritan. A similar point was made by Pope Leo XIV, then Cardinal Prevost. The expansive view of obligations to others is certainly appealing in abstract, but is more difficult to actualize given the constraints of time and place. But the constraints of time and place are practical impediments to the exercise of our obligations as they are commonly understood. They do not excuse us from conceiving of our obligations in a broader way. What might these obligations be? We owe others basic respect, honesty, trustworthiness, and consideration. We should strive to be helpful and supportive when others are in need, fulfilling promises and commitments. This includes respecting their autonomy and treating them with kindness and empathy. We commonly refer to this principle of mutuality as the Golden Rule. The Golden Rule is the moral principle that suggests treating others as you would like to be treated. It's often expressed as, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. This principle emphasizes empathy, reciprocity, and respect in interactions with others. And it is at the juncture of reciprocity that your professional practice will set the frame, the Overton window, within which mutual obligations will be allowed to fully develop. By controlling the frame within which discussions occur, you will set the necessary conditions for exploring in detail what we all owe to each other. All this is an awesome responsibility. Since you will be working in good faith, your work will be truth-directed in a very profound sense. Because it is truth-directed, it will also have an ethical center that will be evident to those who look at your work with care. If you spend your life making work of this kind, you will be able to look upon your body of work with satisfaction, knowing that by being faithful to yourself, you have helped to bend the arc of the moral universe towards justice. Let me close by offering you my congratulations on your graduation and the work that it took to make that achievement a reality, and with these 3 suggestions. Whenever you can, help one another. Always be kind to one another. And finally, be kind to yourselves. Congratulations again. Thank you.
All right, now, on to the moment you've all been waiting for, the awarding of degrees, beginning first with the graduate degrees. I respectfully request that graduates not congregate on the stage after receiving their diplomas. There will be plenty of opportunities for pictures after the ceremony. Thank you. The names of degree candidates will be read by Mr. Christopher Johnson. Now on to the awarding of the Bachelor of Fine Arts degrees. Will the candidates from the film department please rise and proceed to the stage? Joining President Rhodes in the awarding of degrees is Department Chair Mary Lee Grisante.
Aaliyah Hickey. Giselle Hernandez Tamarit. Isa Furtado. Jerry Gao. Jia Yi Fan. Jian Hao Wang.
Will the candidates from the advertising department please rise and proceed to the stage? Joining President Rhodes in the awarding of degrees is Department Chair Gail Anderson.
Caitlin Sepulveda. Bo Kyung Kim. Prakriti Negi. Cecilia Mol. Chen Shu. Yu Fei Ding. Lu Fan Lin.
Will the candidates for the design department please rise and proceed to the stage? Joining President Rhodes in the awarding of degrees is Department Chair Gail Anderson.
Jeremy McKenna Annis. JJ Friel. Ava Caruso. Kayla Gaudet. Sky Stoyer. Evan Perry. Guillermo Maurice. Shui Ying Liu. Jia Yu Zhang. Rui Qi Li. Ming Cheng. McKenna Annis. JJ Friel. Ava Caruso.
Go, Ava!
Gaudet.
Ava!
Sky Stoyer. Evan Perry. Guillermo Maurice. Shui Liu. Jai.
Will the bachelor's degree candidates for the class of 2025 please rise? President Rhodes, the faculty and department chairs of the undergraduate programs have recommended these candidates for the conferral of the Bachelor of Fine Arts degree.
By the authority vested in me, I do confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Fine Arts with all the rights, privileges, and immunities thereunto appertaining. Congratulations.
On behalf of everyone at School of Visual Arts, congratulations to the class of 2025. To your family and friends, many thanks for joining us today to honor your graduates. Graduates, after the recessional, you may collect your well-earned degrees downstairs in the Grand Lounge. Our commencement ceremony will now close with the academic recessional. Please remain seated.